Okay. Hopefully this has started. I know this last time I did a car vlog where I had no source of knowing when the camera started that I started talking before the camera had actually started. But hello and welcome to day 8 of VEDA. I'm gonna put my sunglasses on because it's bright. It's a really nice day. It's really hot in my car, hence the sweat. But it's really freaking windy out there, and I don't want to turn my car on and turn the or put the windows down, because then you'll hear that wind and it'll interfere with what I'm trying to say. I'm in my school parking lot getting ready to go to work. Now, I also found out that at my work, we have Wi-Fi. So I'm going to see if, because as soon as I clock in, I get a half-hour break to eat, and then I work for 3.5 hours, and then I go home. I'm hoping that during my break, I'll be able to hook up to the Wi-Fi and upload this. Hoping. So yeah, but if not, it'll just be late as usual. It'll be at like 10 o'clock. But yeah, so I'm at school, back to work, even though I work during break too. But, oh, yeah, last night, because on my vlog, I talked about, the freaking, ND women's basketball game. If you watch that, whether or not you're a UConn fan or Notre Dame fan or whatever, if you watch that, and you say that the refs were fair, you're full of it. Because, see, I'm a Notre Dame fan, so you're going to think like, oh, it's just because you're a Notre Dame fan, you're going to say that it was like that. See, thing is, like, with that game, with the semifinals of the women's basketball tournament, I wasn't disappointed that we lost. I was mad because it came down to the refs. So many no calls for UConn that they should have called on them, and we don't miss free throws. So it's like we should have had at least another 20 points. And then a lot of the calls they were calling against Notre Dame were bull crap calls that the UConn was doing worse that they wouldn't call, but they were calling it against Notre Dame. And so that, at least 10 points of free throws for UConn that they called that shouldn't have counted. We should have crushed them, and they ended up beating us by I think 13 or something like that. And it came down to refs. And I hate it when refs decide the end of the game. I'm not disappointed that we lost. I am mad. And see, here's an example of how it's not like, oh, you're a Notre Dame fan, that's why you think that. Football, the championship game against Alabama, I was disappointed about that because Alabama came out, played great football, and handed our asses to us. That had nothing to do with the refs. I mean, I didn't watch the second half, so I don't know about that. I mean, I think there was a couple calls that I didn't agree with, but it was like, when it came down to it, Alabama just played a better ball game. But, so with that, I was disappointed. I wasn't mad. I was a little upset. I was disappointed. But the upsetness was the disappointment that, we went undefeated and then go and, get our asses handed to us by Alabama. But against UConn, no. That was all refs. Yeah, we weren't hitting our shots. Yeah, we had a little bit of a bad ball game, but we weren't missing our free throws. I think they missed 2 free throws in the entire night. And, out of 20 that they did get. It would have been a lot worse than that had they not been getting fouls. And another reason that even if it wasn't point wise as far as free throws, we could have missed all of them. It still would have put the UConn's players in foul trouble, and it would have made them play differently. It's like, if you know you're not going to get called for a foul, of course you're going to go do it again. But that's enough of my rant. I'm going to go to work now, so I'll see you tomorrow.